Hey guys, I heard that some of you wanted to learn how to crochet, and I've made 2 previous videos in the past, but I thought that I would make one more and try to help you out. A great place to learn is YouTube. They have many channels. You can also, when you start learning to crochet, go under Facebook and go under the search engine and type in crochet for beginners or crochet patterns, and you can find many helpful pages on Facebook to be able to download free patterns or paid patterns. To get started, it is recommended that you use, if you're a beginner, to start off using a bigger crochet hook. This one is a 6.5, I'm not sure you can see that. You can pick up a pack of crochet hooks or just one to get started at Walmart. I purchased this little pack right here from Walmart. I've used it for many years. They now have the crochet hooks that you can get that have the little silicone around them so that it doesn't rub your fingers as you're crocheting, which is really nice. Some other items that you may want to look into getting are yarn needles. Just makes things easier. These are the metal yarn needles, and they also have at Walmart the ones that come in a tube like this, or used to. These are the plastic ones. Now you can also purchase stitch markers as you're crocheting, like when you're doing hats or doing blankets, to be able to mark your spot in the stitches to know where you need to start the next time or where you've started. This is a stitch marker here. They have different kinds. These are some other ones. It's just a little round hoop that has a little opening on the end. Just some little quick little ideas. If you don't have any of that, you can simply use a safety pin. This is also a stitch marker here. They have these at Walmart. And these are little stitch markers, stitch counters, not markers, but they're the little stitch counters. And I use these to count my stitches as I go, or I might use one to count the stitches and one to count the rows as you go. So clear this stuff off, and I'm going to show you a quick way to do a stitch knot. I want you to take your fingers, and I have a little boy, so my reference would be as you're playing with your child and you make a little toy gun playing with your little boys or something like that. You point out your pointer finger and your middle finger, your index finger and your middle finger. And I want you to raise your thumb up, and I want you to take the end of your yarn the tail end of your yarn, which is right here, and I want you to bring it around the 2 fingers that you have pointed out. Bring it around your fingers, and I want you to make an X on your finger, and I want you to take your thumb and place it down on the tail. Your thumb will be holding that tail down. I want you to take your crochet hook, and under this top piece of yarn right here, as you're coming through your fingers, I want you to go under this top piece of yarn here, turn your needle down, and I want you to grab that tail right here, and while you're holding on to it, I want you to pull it through that loop on your finger, still holding the tail in, working it off your fingers, and then pulling it tight. When you get it onto your hook, take the tail end and the strand that's still connected to your ball of yarn. I want you to tighten it up onto your hook. Okay, I'm going to do that again really quick with you. Point out your pointer finger and your middle finger, and I want you to raise up your thumb. I want you to take the tail end of your yarn, and I want you to wrap it around your fingers until you make an X, holding down the tail piece with your thumb. I want you to go under with your crochet hook, that top piece on the cross or the X. Point your crochet hook down and grab the tail piece, bringing it through the loop and off of your fingers, holding that tail piece back with your thumb, making it tight, and then spreading apart, making it tight on your crochet hook, spreading apart the tail piece and the piece that's still connected to the yarn ball, making it tight on the loop. Now to do a foundation chain, you're going to need to hold your crochet hook. I usually hold mine like you do when you're holding a knife. You place your thumb on this flat part. You have a little flat part on your needle. Place your thumb on the flat part, wrapping your other fingers around and holding out your pointer finger like you do a knife. Let's bring the video out a little bit so you can see. Place your thumb on the flat part, wrap your fingers around, point out your finger on the top of the crochet hook. Then I want you to take your other hand, your dominant hand should be holding your crochet hook. Then I want you to take the other hand and I want you to grab the yarn and bring up your index finger. Bring down your thumb until you're holding the crochet, the slip knot on your hook. I want you to hold it with your thumb. Now this part's called the yarn over stitch. What I want you to do is take the crochet hook and I want you to go under that yarn, go under, grabbing the piece of yarn onto the hook, and I want you to bring it through the loop on your crochet hook, and that is a foundation chain getting started. We'll do it again. Push your yarn down on your hook, and I want you to yarn over by going under the yarn, over, grabbing the yarn and pulling through, and you're forming chain stitches. So under, over, pull through your foundation chain, under, yarn over and pull through. Again, holding your chain, I want you to go under, over, and pull through. I'm going to do a couple of these real quick and then we're going to do a single crochet. Under, over, pull through, under, over, pull through, under, over, pull through, under, over, pull through, under, over, pull through. Okay, to do a single crochet, you can go back and count your stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so forth. Now I want you, for a single crochet, I want you to come in, you'll see you form little loops on your chain. I want you to take your crochet hook, excuse me, and I want you to come in this very first chain right here, stick your needle through that hoop at the top, and I want you to yarn over by wrapping the yarn under, over, and I want you to pull it through that hoop, and you'll have 2 pieces of yarn on your crochet hook. And then I want you to take, and when you get the 2 pieces on your crochet hook, I want you to take the needle and I want you to yarn over by going under, under, over, and I want you to take that yarn and pull it through both pieces on your crochet hook. You'll have 2, and then I want you to pull that through until you only have 1. I'm going to do it again with you. Go in the very next chain stitch through that hoop there, yarn over, pull it through. You'll have 2 pieces of yarn on your hook, and then I want you to yarn over and pull it through both hoops, both stitches on your hook. That is a single crochet. I'm going to do it again with you. Go through the next chain, yarn over, under, grabbing that yarn, pulling it through the hoop. You'll have 2 pieces of string on your hook, yarn over and pull it through both till you have 1. And you can continue that all the way down until you get to the end. Just for time purposes, we're going to pretend that this was the end right here where I'm at, and then you turn. When you come to the end, you're going to turn, and I want you to chain up 1 by wrapping your needle under, over, and bringing it through the loop on your hook. Okay, to do a double crochet, it's a little bit different than a single crochet. Let me see if I can get the video a little bit closer. It's a little bit different than doing a single crochet. To do a double crochet, you're going to yarn over first. You're going to take the hoop that's on your crochet hook, take your crochet hook, and I want you to wrap it under the yarn, over, and I want you to go in the very first chain stitch on that foundation chain. Let's see if I can get it in the video a little bit better. You're going to wrap your crochet hook first, go under that very first stitch. You're going to yarn over and pull through. Pull that strand through until you have 3 pieces of yarn on your hook. And then you're going to yarn over by taking your needle and going under, grabbing it with your hook. And to do a double crochet, you're going to go through 2 of the pieces of yarn on your hook, which will leave you 2. And then I want you to yarn over and go through the 2 pieces of yarn on your hook again until you're left with 1. And that is a double crochet. So double crochet, all you do is yarn over, stick it through the foundation chain, the stitch that you've made on that chain, yarn over again, bring it through the hook, and you'll have 3 strands on your hook. I want you to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2 again. That's why it's double crochet. You're doing 2 at a time. So yarn over, pull it through the next stitch, yarn over, pull it through that hoop until you have 3 strands, and then you're going to yarn over, pull it through 2, yarn over and pull it through 2 again, and that is a double crochet. Now I'm going to chain 1 and I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to show you while we got it close how to do the single crochet again. The single crochet, all you're going to do, you don't have to yarn over a single crochet. You put it through the chain, yarn over, pull it through till you have 2 on your hook, and then you're going to yarn over and pull it through 2 again till you have 1 on your hook, and that is a single crochet. So single crochet, you're going in the next stitch. See if I can find it right there. Go in the next stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 until you have 2 on your hook, and then yarn over and pull through 2 again, and that's just a single crochet. A double crochet, you yarn over first and then go stick your needle through the next stitch there, or next hoop, and then yarn over again, pull it through that stitch, and then you'll have 3 on your hook for double crochet, and then you're going to yarn over, pull through 2, then yarn over again and pull through 2. Treble crochet is a little bit different than double crochet. Instead of pulling through 2 and then pulling through 2 again, you'll have 3 on your hoop. You're going to wrap it twice, go through the next stitch, pull through, you'll have 4 on your hoop, so then you'll pull through 2, and then you'll pull through the last 3, and that is a treble crochet. There's many other stitches that you can learn once you master the single crochet and double crochet. I encourage you just to practice those. There's many different stitches you can learn. It's called a popcorn stitch, and just lots of other ones that you can begin to learn. To make a hat, you really only need to learn how to do a single crochet or a double crochet to get started. And there's many videos on YouTube that you can follow on how to make a basic beanie hat to crochet. If you have any questions or need help further and need me to make any more videos on anything else, just let me know and I'll be glad to. Thanks for watching.